African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna start and get down.
Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 78 yards. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Ready? Cougar next, Buffalo 18.
Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here for Davis. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
At the 37-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
19 Lions.
Now Sanders. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Schwartz, 62 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen now looks to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
44-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen going to throw. And he is caught. Busting free at the and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, 44 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Browns 7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 6, just inside the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. Allen. They'll set up the screen to Davis. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
An inside run with Judkins.
Yo, say you watch them correct. Got you all in check. I got that neck knot that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast who made me fight Q-tip, at least I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble, that's my duty, let my feet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. This is James Cook. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
That's complete. To his tight end, it's Dawson Knox. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Up second and
9. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 32 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3 to go. Once again, it's Cook. And the Bills are going to be set up first and goal. Good running takes him down to about the 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. So now they'll throw it with Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but man, these guys came to play.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
On the 6. Here we go.
They go with the rookie out of Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On play action, Shador. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Judkins. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shador. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. And no return for Tucker. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Denzel Ward in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the...
That's the Pro Bowl corner, Denzel Ward. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. But he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Allen. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Big-time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run with Cook, and he'll get about 5.
James Cook, Bills ball carrier, taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11th. Allen goes with a pop pass. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's to the left side, taken in by Coleman. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So first things first, you want to make sure that you pick up a fresh set of downs. He does that. Of course, he would have loved to have gotten a touchdown, but got a feeling he's going to get another shot here, this time from the 1.
They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Bass is good, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Sanders. He'll let one go down the middle. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and delay at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bills 1st down.
13 yards.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's 1st and 10.
Middle. 319.
From the gun, here is Allen. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Greg Rousseau. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Get it. 60 Bison. Ready.
From the gun, it's Sanders. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
19 tight.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Forced out left. Taking off. And that's going to be incomplete. If there's a penalty flag on the field, we'll let the officiating crew sort this one out.
Okay, break. Let's go. Buffalo 8, Viking 18.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
70 Lions.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Play action. Here's Allen. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Ready,
As Shedeur on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go.
On second down here, Sanders. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Johnson now to return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. Six.
He'll get this out wide. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Left side, he's got Njoku. Down the left sideline. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give this to Davis, and he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
This one caught right side by Knox. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
17 yards. 1st down, Bills.
From the gun, Josh Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's the safety, Grant Delpit, star at LSU, in there for the sack. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. With timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 10. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Come on, ready?
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. He'll push forward for about a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the set.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Sanders out to Judy. And that's a 1st down. It would be a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
19 tight, 19, Bronco 80.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 80 Cardinals.
From the gun, it's Shador. Pass off by Bond. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Sanders on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, go!
They'll run it with Judkins, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw is Sanders. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready? 19. Ready.
Now, Shador. Open man, right side. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It's a give to Judkins, heading right, and a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
Again, it's Judkins. And he's in! Touchdown, Browns. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Game to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Browns go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Their own 21-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one completes to Palmer. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
On the go.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And the Browns are going to be set up 1st and goal. Tackle made at the 9.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat. 60.
Now it's Sanders. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They'll go play action here with Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Come on. Set. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 60
To the right side, it's Judkins. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hold it ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of Nas. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
On the ground, Judkins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Get it.
Here's Sanders to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
60 Maverick. Down.
On third down, Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Browns will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
319.
They'll drop to throw. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. Past the 45. Still going. And a dive forward here. Tack on even more yardage to the end of this one. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they